For daily Ask Reddit. r/Ask Reddit. What is something that is expensive, but only owned by poor people? If you like the video, drop a like, and subscribe so you never miss a video. As somebody who works at a gas station, Newport cigarettes. Seriously, it's almost only ever poor people who buy them, and they're one of the most expensive cigarette brands we carry. Edit. For those asking how I know they're poor, it's something you eventually pick up on after working at a gas station for a while. It's hard to describe, but it's subtle. It's usually their mannerisms. As a former gas station cashier, I noticed a few trends. The poor folk who buy Newports are usually the poor trying to flex on other poors. The more humble poors go for things like Pall Malls and first class whatever menthol is cheapest. Also, there is a very distinct racial divide, with almost all Newport buyers being POC, or living with POC. The white poors always flex with Marlboros. Lack of preventative care. Cheap shoes or cheap mattress leads to more expensive medical care. Lack of dental maintenance leads to expensive surgeries. That kind of thing. When you can't afford preventative medical care, it catches up to you, leading to more expensive costs later. Ducking mattresses. I'm a paramedic, was badly injured at work last summer, and my life has been a waking nightmare, literally, because I couldn't sleep, because replacing my bed was impossible. Not only are they unreasonably expensive, but we ended up going through 3 different beds before we finally found one that didn't make my back pain worse. We finally found what may have been the magic bullet a week ago, and I could cry. I'm so grateful. Edit. Couple people asking. It says in us. I was deeply hesitant to try memory foam, because memory foam beds prior to my injury were awful as far as comfort. I tried several and hated them, and so it hadn't occurred to me to try again post injury. Prepay electricity meters. Although it was a movie thing, there really are people somewhere putting dollar coins into a meter to get light. I don't know about the US, but they exist in the UK. They aren't coin in the slot anymore, you put money on a card. But the worst thing about them is that they are often in rented accommodation for poorer people, and they charge a higher rate per unit of electricity than a normal meter. So the poorest people are charged more for the same thing. Edit. Well, that exploded, but now I have to add that a couple of people have pointed out that not all suppliers charge a premium these days, and there is now a limit to how much extra they are allowed to charge. Bad credit. It is expensive to make someone comfortable enough to loan you money without them being certain you'll pay it back. A lot of companies like cell phone service providers will make you put down a large deposit before they'll sign a contract. Pretty much anything with a contract is more expensive if your credit is bad. I wasn't taught money skills growing up and was stupid as a teenager, so my credit has been a struggle to rebuild. Rent to own. Spoiler, you never quite own it. I was going through a divorce in another state and knew I was going to get my furniture at the end of the process. So I rented a cheap couch for like $10 for 2 to 3 months to put in my apartment until I got all my stuff. They tried to bully me into buying into all kinds of extra unneeded insurances. They were very forceful and condescending. Then one day, I honestly forgot to pay on the date payment was due. It was $10, and I easily had the money, so I was shocked at the level of anger and pushiness from the phone call reminding me payment was due. It made me feel very bad for the people who have to go through these situations and treatment in order to have furniture, not to mention that the couch was complete junk. Dental problems. Those impacted wisdom teeth are hella expensive. Oddly, my health insurance covers dental surgeries, but not the preventative maintenance. Edit. Lots of awesome replies. Myself, I feel grateful to have at least something. The insurance also covers braces 100% whenever I have kids. Otherwise, I think the moral of my plan is take care of your own damn teeth. Mouthwash, floss, brush, it's not a joke. Edit. My deductible is $200 per year including copays. Once I hit $200 I pay no copays, except 10% of total bill. I have yet to see a bill over $1,000 and I've been to the ER twice. One for a car accident and one for anaphylactic shock. The bills were basically nothing. people in my plan will spend their $200 in the first month of the year on eye exams or teeth cleaning, so if anything happens the rest of the year there is no deductible or copay. This is the first time I've ever had my own A+ insurance. I get the best and fastest care when I go to a hospital, I think, because my insurance is top notch. When I was a ward of the state Medicaid, I might sit and wait for hours. Sure, it was free, but damn did people look at you and treat you differently. Well, at my job there are a few people who I'm aware of their salary. They make around $25k a year after taxes. One of them somehow has a lifted Ford Raptor that I hear is like $50k. He recently acquired a motorcycle too. He probably thinks it's cool, but he's likely eating the dirt off his tires because he can't afford anything else but those payments and insurance. Loads of stuff. It's expensive being poor for a variety of reasons, including having to buy poorer quality goods and needing to replace them more often because of initial cost, not being able to bulk buy, predatory loans, and really anything that puts someone in a you have no other choice position. On top of that, there are things like cheap food being bad for your health and incurring expensive health bills later in life, continuing paying rent on something you'll never own, cheap cars that require maintenance more often. Being poor is expensive AF.